In this video, you'll discover 100 sample questions from Domain 3 that will help you prepare for the ISC2 CC exam and boost your confidence. Let's get started. 1. A company implements an access control system where users can only access specific files based on their job function. What type of access control is this? A. Discretionary access control, DAC. B. Mandatory access control, MAC. C. Role-based access control, RBAC. D. Privileged access management. The correct answer is C. Role-based access control, RBAC. Explanation. RBAC ensures permissions are granted based on roles within an organization, aligned with job responsibilities. 2. Which of the following options most effectively ensures that administrative privileges are used only when strictly necessary? A. Providing all users with administrator accounts. B. Implementing privileged access management. C. Using a single shared administrator account. D. Disabling all user accounts after hours. The correct answer is B. Implementing privileged access management. Explanation. Privileged access management reduces risks by using administrative privileges only when needed, ensuring confidentiality, integrity, and availability. 3. The account of a terminated employee had been left active and was later utilized by an attacker. What should have been done when offboarding? A. Disabling the account temporarily. B. Modifying the account's permissions. C. Deleting or disabling the account. D. Leaving the account unchanged. The correct answer is C. Deleting or disabling the account. Explanation. Offboarding requires that accounts of terminated employees must be disabled and deleted to avoid unauthorized access. 4. What would be the best physical access control to prevent unauthorized access to a data center? A. Cameras. B. Mantraps. C. Lights. D. Sealed windows. The correct answer is B. Mantraps. Explanation. Mantraps are highly efficient in controlling access to secure areas in that they grant access only to authorized personnel. 5. As logs are monitored, something strange is noticed that is well outside the normal activity. What is this? A. Log anomaly. B. Log consolidation. C. Log retention. D. Log archival. The correct answer is A. Log anomaly. Explanation. A log anomaly is an unusual or unexpected activity that is detected in the system logs. It could be a security event. 6. An organization has placed motion detectors to detect unauthorized movement within a restricted area. What kind of control does this represent? A. Logical access control. B. Physical access control. C. Role-based access control. D. Discretionary access control. The correct answer is B. Physical access control. Explanation. Physical access controls, such as motion detectors, are designed to monitor physical spaces to prevent unauthorized movement. 7. Which of the following is one of the principles of defense in depth in cybersecurity? A. Relying on a single firewall for security. B. Layering multiple countermeasures for redundancy. C. Disabling physical access controls. D. Allowing open network access. The correct answer is B. Layering multiple countermeasures for redundancy. Explanation. Defense in depth is a method of using multiple layers of security to guard against possible threats. 8. An employee takes a temporary leave of absence. What would be the most effective way of dealing with the person's account in the meantime? A. Disable the account. B. Delete the account. C. Modify the account's permissions. D. Leave the account active. The correct answer is A. Disable the account. Explanation. Disabling the account ensures the employee cannot access systems while on leave, but preserves the account for reactivation upon their return. 9. What is the purpose behind using badges or swipe cards in physical access controls? A. To monitor electronic communications. B. To authenticate and track physical access to facilities. C. To provide encryption for data at rest. D. To configure logical access settings. The correct answer is B. To authenticate and track physical access to facilities. Explanation. Badges and swipe cards identify the person and allow tracking of individuals who enter specific areas, providing physical security. 10. A company permits employees to configure access permission for files that they own. What kind of access control does this represent? A. Discretionary access control, DAC. B. Mandatory access control, MAC. C. Role-based access control, RBAC. D. Privileged access management. The correct answer is A. Discretionary access control, DAC. Explanation. DAC allows an owner of a resource to decide with whom to share access, based on his or her discretion. 11. What is the major benefit of log consolidation in an organization? A. Reduces data retention requirements. B. Simplifies analysis by centralizing log data. C. Enhances system performance. D. Prevents log anomalies. The correct answer is B. Simplifies analysis by centralizing log data. Explanation. When the logs are consolidated in one place, it is also easier to analyze and correlate security events between systems. 12. Why is privileged access management so vital to reducing cybersecurity risks? A. It ensures all users have administrative privileges. B. It limits admin access to only when necessary. C. It prevents physical access to servers. D. It allows unrestricted access to sensitive data. The correct answer is B. It limits admin access to only when necessary. Explanation. Privileged access management reduces risk by ensuring that administrative privileges are used only minimally and appropriately. 13. Which of the following is the best physical security measure to prevent tailgating into secure areas? A. Security guards. B. Cameras. C. Turnstiles. D. Lights. The correct answer is C. Turnstiles. Explanation. The turnstiles physically prevent unauthorized individuals from accessing secure areas from tailgating. 14. Mandatory access control is best suited in which of the following situations? A. A military facility requiring classified data protection. B. An organization allowing users to control file permissions. C. A small business assigning permissions by job roles. D. A company using temporary administrator accounts. The correct answer is A. A military facility requiring classified data protection. Explanation. MAC enforces severe policies of access based on predefined security levels. Therefore, it's an ideal choice for sensitive environments, such as military facilities. 15. An organization needs employee accounts to be set up on the first day an employee reports to work. What is this process called? A. Offboarding. B. Onboarding. C. Role reassignment. D. Account disabling. The correct answer is B. Onboarding. Explanation. Onboarding would thus include creating new user accounts for the employees and setting up their access based on what their roles are. 16. What is one possible risk if log retention policies are not implemented? A. Increased storage costs. B. Inability to trace activities during an investigation. C. Improved access control. D. Simplified compliance. The correct answer is B. Inability to trace activities during an investigation. Explanation. Logs should be retained for an appropriate period to support incident investigations and compliance auditing. 17. What form of physical access control would prevent the unauthorized access of vehicles to a restricted area? A. Guard dogs. B. Security guards. C. Fences. D. Bollards. The correct answer is D. Bollards. Explanation. Bollards are physical barriers designed to block or restrict vehicle access to secure areas. 18. An attacker exploited an account with poorly configured administrative privileges. Which of the following concepts, if in place, would have prevented the attack? A. Defense in depth. B. Privileged access management. C. Log retention. D. Physical access controls. The correct answer is B. Privileged access management. Explanation. Well-managed administrative privileges would have minimized the possibility of the misconfigured account being exploited. 19. Why is regular log monitoring for anomalies extremely important? A. To improve system performance. B. To detect potential security incidents. C. To enforce access control policies. D. To reduce storage requirements. The correct answer is B. To detect potential security incidents. Explanation. Log monitoring, if done regularly, helps in the identification of unusual activities that may indicate security breaches or system problems. 20. Which access control model allows an organization to grant permissions based on position or role within the company? A. Discretionary access control, DAC. B. Role-based access control, RBAC. C. Mandatory access control, MAC. D. Logical access management. The correct answer is B. Role-based access control, RBAC. Explanation. RBAC provides access based on predefined roles attached to the position or responsibility of users. 21. A corporation has control of its premises through fences and security guards. What kind of control is it? A. Logical access control. B. Physical access control. C. Role-based access control. D. Discretionary access control. The correct answer is B. Physical access control. Explanation. Fences and security guards are physical barriers and physical deterrents, respectively, to restrict unauthorized access to facilities. 22. What access control method is most restrictive because it controls based on predefined policies and rules rather than on the basis of user discretion? A. Discretionary access control, DAC. B. Mandatory access control, MAC. C. Role-based access control, RBAC. D. Logical access management. The correct answer is B. Mandatory access control, MAC. Explanation. MAC implements very strict access policies, like that of clearance levels and classifications, wherein users cannot change permissions. 23. What does the use of defense in depth mainly do, as it involves the cybersecurity of a corporation? A. To create a single robust security layer. B. To use multiple overlapping security measures. C. To reduce the need for physical security. D. To eliminate the need for monitoring. The correct answer is B. To use multiple overlapping security measures. Explanation. Defense in depth ensures that even when one layer of security fails, the rest remain in place to safeguard the organization's assets. 24. Log monitoring reveals that multiple login attempts from the same IP address have failed within a few minutes. What should be done next? A. Ignore the activity. B. Investigate for potential brute force attack. C. Disable all accounts on the system. D. Block all IP addresses. The correct answer is B. Investigate for potential brute force attack. Explanation. Multiple failed login attempts from the same IP address could be an indication of a brute force attack and need investigation immediately. 25. A data center implements a turnstile system at the entrance. Which security risk does this control primarily address? A. Eavesdropping. B. Tailgating. C. Shoulder surfing. D. Phishing. The correct answer is B. Tailgating. Explanation. Turnstiles will help prevent unauthorized access to secure areas through tailgating, following closely behind the authorized person through the door. 26. An organization implements a policy granting access to sensitive financial data only to employees with specific job roles. What model is this? A. Discretionary access control, DAC. B. Mandatory access control, MAC. C. Role-based access control, RBAC. D. Privileged access management. The correct answer is C. Role-based access control, RBAC. Explanation. RBAC ensures that access is granted according to predefined roles and specific job functions. 27. Which physical access control is designed to detect unauthorized movements within a building? A. Cameras. B. Motion detectors. C. Lights. D. Mantraps. The correct answer is B. Motion detectors. Explanation. Motion detectors are used to send an alert of unauthorized movements to security personnel within the facility. 28. According to organizational policy, why would logs be retained for some time? A. To improve system performance. B. To support forensic investigations and compliance audits. C. To ensure faster incident response. D. To reduce storage costs. The correct answer is B. To support forensic investigations and compliance audits. Explanation. Log retention can also be used for incident investigation and to show compliance with regulatory requirements. 29. An administrator has set up accounts so that individual users have permissions based upon the preferences of the users. What type of access control is this? A. Mandatory access control, MAC. B. Discretionary access control, DAC. C. Role-based access control, RBAC. D. Physical access control. The correct answer is B. Discretionary access control, DAC. Explanation. Access permission with DAC is left to the discretion of the resource's owner, hence giving a higher degree of discretion in access control. 30. An attacker has utilized an active account of a terminated employee to gain access to critical systems. What process would have prevented this? A. Onboarding. B. Offboarding. C. Privileged access management. D. Log consolidation. The correct answer is B. Offboarding. Explanation. Offboarding includes disengagement and may disable or delete accounts to prevent unauthorized access. 31. Which type of physical access control would prevent unauthorized vehicles from breaching the perimeter of a secure facility? A. Motion detectors. B. Bollards. C. Cameras. D. Swipe cards. The correct answer is B. Bollards. Explanation. Bollards have been designed to deny passage to unauthorized vehicles to protect the perimeter. 32. A user notices that their account permissions have been changed to a configuration they are unfamiliar with. What is the most likely cause? A. Misconfigured mandatory access control. B. Privileged access misuse. C. Role-based access update. D. Logical control policy. The correct answer is B. Privileged access misuse. Explanation. Inappropriate use of administrative privileges can easily allow unauthorized changes in account permissions. 33. What is the best way to ensure that new employees are on board securely? A. Use generic accounts for all new employees. B. Create individual accounts with appropriate permissions. C. Grant administrative privileges to all employees. D. Delay account creation until after onboarding. The correct answer is B. Create individual accounts with appropriate permissions. Explanation. The establishment of individual accounts with different permissions limits the potential for security breaches while enforcing accountability. 34. What type of logical access control enables the owner of each file to determine its permissions? A. Mandatory access control, MAC. B. Discretionary access control, DAC. C. Role-based access control, RBAC. D. Physical access control. The correct answer is B. Discretionary access control, DAC. Explanation. DAC provides resource owners with the ability to set permissions on their resources. 35. Which of the following security measures provides the best monitoring and detection of unauthorized attempts at physical access? A. Bollards. B. Cameras. C. Lights. D. Motion detectors. The correct answer is B. Cameras. Explanation. The cameras can be used to monitor and record activities that enable the detection of unauthorized access. 36. Which of the following would best improve the analysis of an organization that maintains 3 separate logs for access control, network events, and application usage? A. Log anomaly detection. B. Log retention. C. Log consolidation. D. Log deletion. The correct answer is C. Log consolidation. Explanation. Log consolidation means that logs can be collected from various sources, thus, more possibilities are open to analyze and detect security events. 37. A group has determined that the server log is growing exponentially. What should be done to maintain availability? A. Delete all old logs. B. Implement log rotation and retention policies. C. Stop logging low-priority events. D. Disable logging temporarily. The correct answer is B. Implement log rotation and retention policies. Explanation. Log rotation and retention policies will help retain critical logs while keeping storage utilization under control. 38. What type of access control would provide access to secured data only to users with proper security clearance? A. Discretionary access control, DAC. B. Mandatory access control, MAC. C. Role-based access control, RBAC. D. Logical access control. The correct answer is B. Mandatory access control, MAC. Explanation. MAC is a very strict system where everything is classified based on security clearances. This makes it impossible for an unauthorized person to get access. 39. Which physical access control is more capable of preventing unauthorized individuals from entering secured areas? A. Security guards. B. Mantraps. C. Cameras. D. Motion detectors. The correct answer is B. Mantraps. Explanation. Mantraps permit entry one person at a time, thus minimizing any unauthorized people getting inside. 40. An organization configures an alerting system for suspicious login attempts. What kind of control is this? A. Physical access control. B. Logical access control. C. Role-based access control. D. Discretionary access control. The correct answer is B. Logical access control. Explanation. Logical access controls keep track of who is accessing systems and data, and report back any anomalies in such activities. 41. During an audit, it is determined that an organization has several users operating under one admin account. What should be done? A. Enforce account individualization. B. Increase account permissions. C. Implement group policies. D. Remove admin rights. The correct answer is A. Enforce account individualization. Explanation. Individual accounts allow for accountability and traceability of administrative activities, which greatly reduces the likelihood of misuse. 42. What method of physical access control restricts access to high-security areas by authenticating individual persons using biometric data? A. Swipe cards. B. Cameras. C. Fingerprint scanners. D. Motion detectors. The correct answer is C. Fingerprint scanners. Explanation. Biometric systems, such as fingerprint scanners, ensure that authentication is done based on unique physical characteristics, allowing only authorized access. 43. An administrator is implementing RBAC in their organization. What would be the key determinant in permission assignments? A. User preferences. B. Job roles. C. Device configuration. D. Department policies. The correct answer is B. Job roles. Explanation. In role-based access control, permissions are granted according to the roles of the users, which are aligned with organizational responsibilities. 44. A server log depicts various successful logins at weird hours from an employee currently on leave. What should be the first course of action by the administrator? A. Reset the employee's password. B. Investigate potential unauthorized access. C. Disable all user accounts. D. Ignore as a false positive. The correct answer is B. Investigate potential unauthorized access. Explanation: an unusual activity in odd hours by an inactive user account may indicate a compromise and thus needs investigation. 45. What is the big plus of using PAM, which is privileged access management? A. Increases user productivity. B. Reduces risks associated with misuse of admin privileges. C. Eliminates the need for access controls. D. Ensures backup systems are always operational. The correct answer is B. Reduces risks associated with misuse of admin privileges. Explanation: PAM reduces risks by granting elevated access only when needed, reducing the possibility of abuse. 46. An organization monitors areas with security guards, but still finds occurrences of tailgating. What other measures can they put in place? A. Turnstiles. B. Motion detectors. C. Swipe cards. D. Cameras. The correct answer is A. Turnstiles. Explanation: physical turnstiles prevent tailgating because they allow only one person to pass through at a time. 47. Which of the log management processes would help spot unusual patterns in access activity? A. Log retention. B. Log anomaly detection. C. Log consolidation. D. Log encryption. The correct answer is B. Log anomaly detection. Explanation: log anomaly detection involves the identification of patterns that are different from usual ones, which may indicate a potential security incident. 48. A user reports that he cannot access his account since he came back from a leave of absence. What must the administrator do? A. Reactivate the disabled account. B. Create a new account for the user. C. Grant full admin privileges. D. Reset the user's password. The correct answer is A. Reactivate the disabled account. Explanation: accounts are normally disabled for users on leave. Reactivating it will restore access while maintaining security protocols. 49. What type of physical access control system has two types of barriers for entry and makes sure that only one person comes in at a time? A. Mantrap. B. Swipe card. C. Bollard. D. Badge. The correct answer is A. Mantrap. Explanation: a mantrap is a form of physical access control consisting of two barriers, wherein one must close before the other can open. 50. What would be the best way to allow sensitive information to be accessed by only those who have been authorized in case of a breach? A. Implement physical controls. B. Use mandatory access control, MAC. C. Enable log anomaly detection. D. Rely on user discretion. The correct answer is B. Use mandatory access control, MAC. Explanation: MAC secures sensitive data with strict access policies, limiting access to only authorized persons in case of a breach. 51. Which type of physical access control is designed to prevent the theft of portable devices, such as laptops? A. Cable locks. B. Cameras. C. Motion detectors. D. Bollards. The correct answer is A. Cable locks. Explanation: cable locks physically secure portable devices to prevent theft. 52. What is the purpose of log consolidation? A. To delete unnecessary log files. B. To centralize log data for easier analysis. C. To increase log storage space. D. To reduce the need for auditing. The correct answer is B. To centralize log data for easier analysis. Explanation: log consolidation combines logs from multiple sources, enabling comprehensive monitoring and analysis. 53. Which access control principle implies that users should not be given any more privilege than necessary for them to do their job? A. Least privilege. B. Separation of duties. C. Role-based access control. D. Discretionary access control. The correct answer is A. Least privilege. Explanation. The principle of least privilege reduces security risk by limiting user access to only what is needed to perform their job. 54. Which security risk does a swipe card system primarily prevent from occurring to control access to a secure facility? A. Tailgating. B. Phishing. C. Shoulder surfing. D. Eavesdropping. The correct answer is A. Tailgating. Explanation. Swipe card systems ensure that only authorized users can access the secure areas and reduce instances of tailgating. 55. What should be done immediately if an account for a terminated employee is still active? A. Notify the terminated employee. B. Disable the account. C. Change the account password. D. Monitor the account. The correct answer is B. Disable the account. Explanation. Disabling the account ensures that there will be no chance of any unauthorized access with the use of credentials belonging to the employee already terminated. 56. An organization installs cameras to monitor access to critical systems. What type of control is this? A. Logical access control. B. Physical access control. C. Administrative control. D. Role-based access control. The correct answer is B. Physical access control. Explanation. Cameras are forms of physical access control applied to monitor and prevent unauthorized access in places. 57. Which of the following is the best way to secure privileged accounts? A. Use generic admin accounts. B. Rotate admin credentials regularly. C. Grant admin privileges to all users. D. Store admin credentials in plain text. The correct answer is B. Rotate admin credentials regularly. Explanation. Rotating admin credentials on a regular basis reduces the risk of unauthorized access due to credential compromise. 58. What is one of the major advantages of using role-based access control (RBAC) in a large organization? A. Simplifies the process of managing user permissions. B. Eliminates the need for auditing. C. Provides full administrative privileges to all users. D. Reduces the need for monitoring. The correct answer is A. Simplifies the process of managing user permissions. Explanation. RBAC grants permissions based on roles, which can be more convenient when managing large amounts of users. 59. An administrator wants to make certain that all log files are kept for 6 months. What is this process called? A. Log anomaly detection. B. Log retention. C. Log consolidation. D. Log deletion. The correct answer is B. Log retention. Explanation. Log retention is retaining logs for a certain period for policy and investigation purposes. 60. Which of the following access control methods uses policies and labels, such as confidential or top secret, to determine access? A. Discretionary access control, DAC. B. Role-based access control, RBAC. C. Mandatory access control, MAC. D. Privileged access management. The correct answer is C. Mandatory access control, MAC. Explanation. MAC applies controls per classification using labels and policies, granting access to classified information only to authorized users. 61. A server room has motion detectors to monitor it. What type of control is this? A. Logical control. B. Physical control. C. Administrative control. D. Procedural control. The correct answer is B. Physical control. Explanation. Motion detectors are physical access controls used to monitor and secure physical spaces. 62. What principle ensures that no one person can perform a sensitive action without another person's involvement? A. Role-based access control. B. Defense in depth. C. Least privilege. D. Separation of duties. The correct answer is D. Separation of duties. Explanation. Separation of duties implies that every critical task must involve several people to minimize the chances of fraud or error. 63. Which of the following steps in the onboarding process provides the new employee with the necessary permissions? A. Granting admin privileges. B. Account provisioning. C. Disabling unnecessary accounts. D. Enforcing password policies. The correct answer is B. Account provisioning. Explanation. Account provisioning offers proper permissions to the new employees by role and responsibility assignment. 64. A user has forgotten their swipe card and asks to use a colleague's card for the day. What should the security team do? A. Allow temporary sharing. B. Issue a temporary card. C. Deny the request and report the incident. D. Grant physical access without a card. The correct answer is B. Issue a temporary card. Explanation. A temporary card will ensure security policy adherence without affecting the user's requirements. 65. An IT team finds suspicious logins from one IP address in multiple accounts. What should they do? A. Block the IP address. B. Disable all affected accounts. C. Investigate for possible brute force attacks. D. Ignore as a temporary issue. The correct answer is C. Investigate for possible brute force attacks. Explanation. Unusual logins from the same IP may imply a brute force attack, therefore, some investigation should first be done before taking action. 66. What is the primary purpose of using a Mantrap in physical security? A. Allow multiple individuals to enter simultaneously. B. Prevent tailgating. C. Authenticate user identity. D. Provide a secure area for data processing. The correct answer is B. Prevent tailgating. Explanation. Mantraps allow only one person to pass through at any given time, eliminating tailgating. 67. What type of logical access control is based on a user's department or job function? A. Mandatory access control, MAC. B. Role-based access control, RBAC. C. Discretionary access control, DAC. D. Privileged access management. The correct answer is B. Role-based access control, RBAC. Explanation. RBAC permissions are provided according to a person's role in a department or job title, which makes management of access easier. 68. Which access control model best suits highly classified government information? A. Discretionary access control, DAC. B. Mandatory access control, MAC. C. Role-based access control, RBAC. D. Privileged access management. The correct answer is B. Mandatory access control, MAC. Explanation. MAC imposes controls in a rather strict manner based on policies and classifications, and is thus fit for highly classified environments. 69. An organization needs to monitor and restrict access to its data center. What type of physical control should it use? A. Cameras. B. Passwords. C. Biometric scanners. D. User training. The correct answer is C. Biometric scanners. Explanation. Biometric scanners provide high-level security by authenticating individuals through unique physical characteristics. 70. A terminated employee's account was used to access sensitive data. What would have stopped this? A. Immediate account disabling. B. Logging account activities. C. Increasing password complexity. D. Using a generic account for terminated users. The correct answer is A. Immediate account disabling. Explanation. Accounts should be disabled on the very same day the person terminates to avoid access to old credentials. 71. What is the purpose behind log retention policies? A. To reduce storage requirements. B. To meet regulatory compliance and support investigations. C. To consolidate log files. D. To enhance system performance. The correct answer is B. To meet regulatory compliance and support investigations. Explanation. Retaining logs offers compliance with regulations and provides records when forensic investigations are required. 72. A physical security policy requires visitors to sign in and be escorted. What type of control is this? A. Logical access control. B. Physical access control. C. Administrative control. D. User awareness. The correct answer is C. Administrative control. Explanation. Visitor sign-in and escort is an administrative control used to control facility access. 73. Which of the following does prevent unauthorized people from accessing a workstation that has been left unattended? A. Cable lock. B. Automatic screen lock. C. Motion detector. D. Swipe card. The correct answer is B. Automatic screen lock. Explanation. Automatic screen locks secure a workstation by requiring authentication after a period of inactivity. 74. An attacker finds a vulnerability in an application and exploits it to gain unauthorized access. What must the organization do? A. Disable the application temporarily. B. Patch the vulnerability. C. Ignore the issue. D. Change all user passwords. The correct answer is B. Patch the vulnerability. Explanation. Patching the vulnerability addresses the root cause, preventing future exploitation. 75. Which of the following is a preventative measure to retain the confidentiality of sensitive files on a laptop? A. Encrypting the hard drive. B. Using strong passwords. C. Implementing account lockout. D. Installing antivirus software. The correct answer is A. Encrypting the hard drive. Explanation. Full disk encryption ensures that sensitive data will never fall into the wrong hands in case a laptop gets stolen or lost. 76. What is the main purpose of privileged access management? A. Enhance user productivity. B. Limit misuse of administrative privileges. C. Provide continuous system monitoring. D. Allow all users to access critical systems. The correct answer is B. Limit misuse of administrative privileges. Explanation. PAM restricts the use of admin rights to the approved actions that will prevent the risk of misuse. 77. What is the most effective way to ensure logs can't be manipulated? A. Enable encryption. B. Use a dedicated logging server. C. Limit access to log files. D. Implement log monitoring tools. The correct answer is B. Use a dedicated logging server. Explanation. A logging server provides reliable storage and secures logs against unauthorized access or tampering. 78. What form of physical access control may be used to prevent vehicle-based threats from reaching sensitive facilities? A. Bollards. B. Cameras. C. Swipe cards. D. Security guards. The correct answer is A. Bollards. Explanation. Bollards are specifically designed to stop vehicles, to protect against vehicle-based threats. 79. What is the goal of log anomaly detection tools? A. Prevent unauthorized access. B. Identify unusual behavior in log data. C. Delete unnecessary logs. D. Encrypt sensitive logs. The correct answer is B. Identify unusual behavior in log data. Explanation. Log anomaly detection tools analyze patterns in log data to identify sets of activities that may point to a security problem. 80. A corporation is performing least privilege. What is this? A. Granting all users full administrative rights. B. Limiting access to the minimum necessary permissions. C. Assigning privileges based on user discretion. D. Allowing role-based access without restrictions. The correct answer is B. Limiting access to the minimum necessary permissions. Explanation. The least privilege restricts access to only what is required for users to perform their roles, reducing the risks of misuse or compromise. 81. Which physical access control combines identity verification with a secure single-person entry system? A. Security guard. B. Biometric. C. Swipe card. D. Turnstile. The correct answer is B. Biometric. Explanation. A biometric uses identity verification and a single-person entry system to prevent unauthorized access and tailgating. 82. The user has lost access to specific sensitive files. This happened when the user moved to another department. Which of the following principles? A. Separation of duties. B. Defense in depth. C. Least privilege. D. Role-based access control. The correct answer is C. Least privilege. Explanation. The least privilege principle prevents users from accessing those areas that are not relevant to their specific job roles and removes access when the roles change. 83. Why are different statuses of accounts, such as disabled and deleted, necessary? A. To simplify system administration. B. To allow temporary inactivity without data loss. C. To maintain user activity history. D. To enforce least privilege. The correct answer is B. To allow temporary inactivity without data loss. Explanation. Disabled accounts maintain all user data but refuse access to the accounts. This may be utilized in temporary absences. 84. What kind of access control model is usually implemented to protect classified data in military agencies? A. Discretionary access control, DAC. B. Role-based access control, RBAC. C. Mandatory access control, MAC. D. Privileged access management. The correct answer is C. Mandatory access control, MAC. Explanation. MAC enforces very strict access by classification and security labels that best suit military environments. 85. A company has installed turnstiles at the front entrance. Why would this kind of control be implemented? A. Prevent unauthorized vehicle access. B. Enhance log retention. C. Control physical entry of individuals. D. Improve emergency response. The correct answer is C. Control physical entry of individuals. Explanation. Turnstiles control physical entry by individual persons into secured areas. 86. Which of the following best prevents tampering by internal malicious attackers against server logs? A. Enable logging encryption. B. Restrict write permissions to the logs. C. Use an external, tamper-proof logging server. D. Delete old logs regularly. The correct answer is C. Use an external, tamper-proof logging server. Explanation. External, tamper-proof servers provide protection for logs from internal tampering and unauthorized access. 87. Why would cable locks be recommended for laptops in open areas? A. To ensure secure network connections. B. To prevent unauthorized software installation. C. To deter physical theft. D. To enforce logical access controls. The correct answer is C. To deter physical theft. Explanation. Cable locks secure laptops to desks or other fixtures, which reduces the theft of the laptops. 88. What is the most associated risk with not instituting a lockout policy for failed attempts? A. Increased storage usage due to failed login logs. B. Exposure to brute force attacks. C. Users forgetting their passwords more often. D. Difficulty identifying unauthorized access. The correct answer is B. Exposure to brute force attacks. Explanation. An attacker can perform a brute force password guessing attempt without any limitation if there is no account lockout policy. 89. Which of the following logical controls would be best suited to enforce time-based restrictions on user access? A. Time-based access control policies. B. Motion detectors. C. Swipe card. D. Mantraps. The correct answer is A. Time-based access control policies. Explanation. Logical controls include time-based policies where systems are inaccessible at certain times of the day, thus decreasing the potential for unauthorized access. 90. A terminated employee had their access credentials not disabled timely. Which of the following risks arises? A. Data loss. B. Unauthorized access. C. Reduced system performance. D. Log retention issues. The correct answer is B. Unauthorized access. Explanation. Employee access credentials should not be allowed upon termination. Non-disabled credentials may create the risk of unauthorized access. 91. What is the ultimate objective of log consolidation in a security system? A. Reduce storage costs. B. Streamline log analysis and monitoring. C. Eliminate redundant log entries. D. Encrypt sensitive logs. The correct answer is B. Streamline log analysis and monitoring. Explanation. Log consolidation integrates logs into a central location to easily analyze, monitor, and correlate security events. 92. Which physical access control would provide the most protection to limit unauthorized access to a server rack? A. Security cameras. B. Biometric authentication. C. Cable locks. D. Bollards. The correct answer is B. Biometric authentication. Explanation. Biometric authentication allows access to the server racks to only authorized users. 93. A user calls in, stating that their account was locked after multiple attempts to log in. Which of the following does the IT team have to check? A. User's password expiration. B. Incorrect login behavior. C. Account provisioning process. D. Log anomaly for failed logins. The correct answer is D. Log anomaly for failed logins. Explanation. Log anomalies for failed logins can be analyzed for patterns, which could indicate either a brute force attack or a simple user error. 94. Which is the best way to prevent unauthorized users from printing sensitive documents? A. Use swipe cards for printer access. B. Enable password-protected documents. C. Install security cameras near printers. D. Use a shared folder instead. The correct answer is A. Use swipe cards for printer access. Explanation. Requiring swipe cards for printer access to only people with proper authorization. 95. Which of the following detects unusual login patterns across a corporate network? A. Log anomaly detection tools. B. Time-based access control policies. C. Security guards. D. Biometric authentication. The correct answer is A. Log anomaly detection tools. Explanation. Log anomaly detection tools monitor the logs for login activities coming from unusual locations or times. 96. Why is it very important to safeguard the configuration settings regarding hardware devices such as routers and firewalls? A. To simplify user management. B. To prevent unauthorized changes. C. To enhance system performance. D. To improve log retention. The correct answer is B. To prevent unauthorized changes. Explanation. Securing the configuration settings restricts unauthorized changes of configuration within the most critical devices. 97. A laptop was stolen, but its hard drive was encrypted. What does this protect? A. Availability of data. B. Integrity of data. C. Confidentiality of data. D. Logical access. The correct answer is C. Confidentiality of data. Explanation. Data encryption safeguards the confidentiality of data even in cases of its physical theft, due to the prevention of unauthorized access to the data itself. 98. What is the major purpose of RBAC? A. To limit physical access. B. To assign permissions based on user roles. C. To enforce password policies. D. To detect unauthorized access. The correct answer is B. To assign permissions based on user roles. Explanation. RBAC simplifies managing access through roles that are defined at the outset. 99. Which type of physical access control can be utilized to deter unauthorized individuals when events like natural catastrophes or fires happen? A. Turnstiles. B. Bollards. C. Emergency exit alarms. D. Mantraps. The correct answer is C. Emergency exit alarms. Explanation. Emergency exit alarms inform security personnel in case unauthorized individuals try to enter or exit restricted areas during emergencies. 100. What should a system administrator do first if a known terminated user's account has been detected accessing the system? A. Notify the terminated user. B. Disable the account immediately. C. Investigate the activity before taking action. D. Change all system passwords. The correct answer is B. Disable the account immediately. Explanation. Immediately locking the account prevents further unauthorized access while investigating the activity. Don't forget to check out my other videos for more quizzes and multiple choice questions, and share your thoughts or questions in the comments below.